Haruto's son, Akio, had always admired his father. Growing up, he watched his old man work tirelessly to provide for their family, sacrificing his own comfort to ensure his children had opportunities to thrive. So, when Haruto decided to move closer to Akio's family after his wife's passing, Akio felt a mix of relief and hope, eager to offer his father the warmth of family nearby. Akio himself was a man of many responsibilities. He and his wife worked endlessly to provide for their young family. Their small home in the bustling town was cozy, but barely had space for anything beyond the essentials. The weight of their circumstances was a constant strain on Akio's mind. They didn't have room to take his father in, and their lives were already stretched thin by the demands of work, parenting, and keeping their household afloat. Understanding this, Haruto rented a modest apartment nearby. At first, Haruto's presence brought joy to Akio's family. On weekends, they'd visit him with the children, filling his small home with laughter and life. Akio cherished these moments, even though they were fleeting, but weekdays were different. An endless blur of early mornings, long commutes, and late nights. Despite their best intentions, work and exhaustion left little time for regular visits. Haruto, ever patient, never pressed. "I know you're busy," he'd say whenever Akio apologized for missing another visit. Still, Akio couldn't ignore the loneliness in his father's voice or the way Haruto lingered by the door, his face lighting up each time they arrived. Guilt began to weigh heavily on Akio. His father had uprooted his life to be near them, seeking the warmth of family after his wife's passing. Yet, the demands of daily life made it almost impossible to give Haruto the time and attention he deserved. At work, Akio found himself distracted, haunted by thoughts of his father sitting alone. At home, he grew irritable, snapping at his wife and the children over the smallest things. One day, overwhelmed by guilt, Akio decided to visit his father unannounced. Arriving at the small apartment, he found Haruto in the backyard, tending to a humble vegetable garden. The sight filled Akio with remorse. He immediately began apologizing, his words tumbling out in a flood of regret. Haruto, surprised by the outburst, placed a steady hand on Akio's shoulder. Leading him inside, he brewed tea, and they sat together in the quiet warmth of the small kitchen. "When your mother passed, I thought living closer to you would ease the loneliness," Haruto began. "At first, it was hard, but I found peace. I'm grateful to live my days as I choose. The present moment is the only reality, Akio. Everything is connected. The struggles, the joys, and even the mistakes. They all come together in the now. Don't let guilt from the past weigh you down. This moment is where life happens. Visit me when you can. That is enough." Akio sat in silence, Haruto's words settling deep within him. Over time, he came to understand that love didn't always require constant presence. Sometimes, it meant giving others the space to find their own happiness while treasuring the moments shared together. In the end, Haruto's choice to live close by, rather than with them, proved to be a blessing. It allowed everyone to maintain their independence while strengthening their bond in ways Akio hadn't anticipated. Haruto had taught him a profound truth. Love and connection flourish not through expectation, but through freedom and mutual respect. If you enjoyed this video, you might love this next one too.